Hi everybody, welcome back to the distance learning program. Thanks for watching the video and I hope that it's helpful to you. I wanted to let everybody know that I really miss the classes and I miss all of you, and I hope that you and your families are doing well. What I'm going to start with today is the picture dictionary, the Oxford Picture Dictionary, and I'm going to start on page 78 by reading the words and phrases, and you can follow along with me on page 78 and repeat them after me. We'll begin with kitchen utensils. Kitchen utensils. Can opener. Grater. Steamer. Plastic storage container. Frying pan. Pot. Ladle. Double boiler. Wooden spoon. Casserole dish. Garlic press. Carving knife. Roasting pan. Roasting rack. Vegetable peeler. Paring knife. Colander. Kitchen timer. Spatula. Egg beater. Whisk. Strainer. Tongs. Lid. Saucepan. Cake pan. Cookie sheet. Pie pan. Pot holders. Rolling pin. Mixing bowl. Pair practice. Make new conversations. Please hand me the whisk. Here's the whisk. Do you need anything else? Yes. Pass me the casserole dish. Use the new words. Look at page 77. Name the kitchen utensils you see. Here's a grater. This is a mixing bowl. Next page, page 79. Fast food restaurant. Hamburger. French fries. Cheeseburger. Onion rings. Chicken sandwich. Hot dog. Nachos. Taco. Burrito. Pizza. Soda. Iced tea. Ice cream cone. Milkshake. Donut. muffin, counterperson, straw, plastic utensils, sugar substitute, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, salad bar, grammar point, yes, no questions, the verb do. Do you like hamburgers? Yes, I do. That's an affirmative answer. Do you like nachos? No, I don't. That's a negative answer. Think about it. Discuss. Do you think that fast food is bad for people? Why or why not? What fast foods do you have in your country? Do you have a favorite fast food restaurant? Which one? Now, at the bottom of the left column, you see the word don't, and it's in the answer to the question, do you like nachos? The answer is no, I don't. And don't is a contraction. It's the combination of two words that are separated with an apostrophe, and it means do not. No, I do not. All right, so that will conclude the pronunciation part of the lesson. And now we're going to move to lesson 8A in the Ventures book. All right, so if you can open your Ventures3 book, that's the green book, this one here. If you can open that to page 96, you can take a look at Unit 8A, and its title is Work. So the focus of this part of the lesson is employment. Employment. Now, when you think of the word employment, try to think of some words that go along with employment. Remember, employment is anything associated with work. Okay, so what are some words that you might think of when you hear the word employment? One is work, or job. Another word that you might think of is occupation. Occupation is a word that is a synonym for job. It means what type of job do you have? What's your occupation? What kind of work do you do? And then finally, you might think of the word salary. And if a person is a full-time employee, many times they receive a salary, and that means that they get a fixed amount of money every 2 weeks or every month, and it doesn't change based on the number of hours that they work. Hourly employees, they get paid by the hour, and if they work more than 40 hours, sometimes they get more money. If they work less, they get less money. So it's based on the number of hours that they work. But a salaried person gets the same amount of money for every paycheck. Now, the next part of the lesson, I would like for you to answer this question. What are some ways that people hear about jobs? What are some ways that people hear about jobs? One way that people hear about jobs is from their friends. Another way is from relatives. Relatives are people that are related to you by blood or marriage. So it might be your brother, your mother, your father, your sister-in-law. What are some other ways that you can hear about jobs? Some people find out about jobs from the newspaper. Another way is from the internet. And finally, we have store windows, and bulletin boards. So these are different ways that people can find about jobs. They can find out about jobs from all of these different sources. Next, on page 96, I'd like for you to look at these pictures and tell me, what do you see? Picture A. This is a door, and there is a title on the door that says Human Resources. Human Resources. So this is the Human Resources Office, which means it's the place where people go when they're applying for a job, or if they want to find out about benefits like health insurance. They can go to the Human Resources Office and ask their questions to the human resource manager. Next, on picture 2, it says Mr. Leong, and it looks like he's extending his hand to shake someone's hand. And in his left hand, he's holding a piece of paper that says resume. And I'm sure most of you already know what a resume is. It's a brief summary of your work history and your education and your interests and anything that you might want to present to an employer that would help possibly convince them that you deserve a job. So this is often what you bring to an interview at the Human Resources Department. When you're going to meet the personnel manager, you would bring your resume to apply for the job. In picture 3, we see a man named Tony, and we see some children around Tony, and he's showing them something on an iPad or a tablet. So if you look at the picture, it looks like he's trying to show these children something on the iPad, and maybe this is a type of job that Tony might have. He might work with children. In picture number 4, we see a building with the sign Community College on the front of the building. Now, a community college is a place where you can go and get certification, usually for a type of a profession, like maybe a nursing assistant or an aide or a plumber. You might want to become a plumber. So usually you go to a program that lasts several months or up to 2 years. You can get a degree at a community college, a 2-year degree, and it differs from a university, a state university, because at those places you get a 4-year bachelor's degree. And places like Georgia State or Georgia Tech are universities, and maybe, let's see, Kennesaw State, that's another university. But there are community colleges that are located based in certain communities that offer these 2-year programs, and you don't have to spend as much time as you would if you went to a state university to get your certification. So they can train you for different various professions. Then in picture number 5, we see a picture of a copy machine. And copy machines are located in most offices because they need to copy lots and lots of documents. And they're also used to fax things. You can fax papers to other locations using this machine. So there's possibility that a person who might want to send a resume to a company's human resources manager might fax it using one of these machines. Or it just could be located in any business office and people use it just to make copies of documents. Next, I would like for you all to turn to the back of the book and read along with me as I read the conversation at the back of the book. It's at the beginning of Unit 8, and it's for exercises 2A and 2B. I'm going to read along, and you can read with me, okay? So it says, "Good morning, Tony. Thanks for coming in. I'm Ken Leong, Personnel Manager for the company." "Nice to meet you, Mr. Leong. So I have your resume right here, and I understand you're interested in the job of shipping and receiving clerk." "Yes, that's right. I'm applying for the shipping and receiving clerk position." "Okay, I'd like to ask you a few questions." "Sure, go ahead." First of all, could you tell me a little about your background? Where are you from? What kind of work have you done?" "Well, I was born in Peru and lived there for 18 years. I finished high school there, and then I came here with my family. I've been living here for 2 years." "Okay, and are you currently employed?" Sorry? Are you working now?" "Yes, I've been working part-time as a teacher's assistant at an elementary school for about a year. And I'm also going to community college at night. I want to get a degree in accounting." "Oh, that's good. What office machines can you use?" I can use a computer, a fax machine, a scanner, and a copying machine." "Excellent. Those skills will be useful in this job. You'll need to take the inventory and order supplies. Now, Tony, can you tell me about some of your strengths?" Excuse me?" "Your strengths, your personal qualities. What makes you a good person for this job?" "Well, I'm very responsible and reliable. If I have a deadline, I come in early or stay late to finish the job. Also, I get along with everyone. I never have problems working with people. I like everyone, and they like me." "That's great. Can you work any shift?" "Well, I prefer the day shift because I have classes at night." "Okay, Tony, there's going to be an opening in the day shift soon. I'll get back to you next week sometime." "Thank you, Mr. Leong. I appreciate that. It was nice to meet you." "You too. I'll give you a call. So, that's the conversation between Tony and Mr. Leong. And I'm going to ask you some questions about that conversation to check your understanding in the next video. So please watch the next video and answer the questions. Have a great day.